In order not to be considered a pedant, Swann pronounced the word thoughts pompously and ironically, and vice versa, in a volume with a golden edge, which we open no more than once every 10 years. He added with that disdain for high society that other secular people on themselves, we should have read that the Queen of the Hellenes left for Cannes, and that the Princess of Leon arranged a costume ball. In this way the balance would be restored. But Swann immediately regretted that, though in passing, he had begun talking about serious subjects. We had a smart conversation today. I don't understand why, in fact, we started talking about high matters, he remarked mockingly and turned to his grandfather. So, Saint Simon tells how Molevrier dared to stretch out his hand to his sons. About this very Molevrier, the Duke says, in this pot-bellied bottle, I have never seen anything but irritation, rudeness and nonsense. Pot-potty or not pot-bellied is another matter, but I know bottles that contain something else. Flora responded brightly, who considered it her duty to thank Swann too, because he gave a seat to both sisters. Gray laughed. Swann was puzzled. I don't know what it was, writes Saint Simon, an oversight or a trick. He continued, but only Molevrier set out to stretch out his hand to my children. I noticed it in time and prevented it. Grandfather was delighted with the expression, oversight or trick, but Mademoiselle Sedina's surname is Saint Simon, a writer, prevented complete hearing loss, and she became indignant. What's wrong with you? How can you admire it? And what does that actually mean? Why is one person worse than another? If a man has a mind and a heart, does it really matter whether he is a duke or a groom? Your Saint Simon had an excellent system of education, since he forbade children to shake hands with honest people. It's just disgusting. Why are you quoting this? Then grandfather, realizing that with such an obstruction, Swann would not tell amusing stories, annoyedly said to his mother in an undertone, remind me of your favorite verse. It makes it easier for me to live in the world. Oh yes. To many virtues God has instilled hatred. How well it is said. I kept my eyes on my mother. I knew that I would not be allowed to sit out until the end of dinner and that, not wanting to displease my father, my mother would not allow me to kiss her several times in a row, as if I kissed her at home. That is why I decided, before dinner was served in the dining room and the moment of parting approached, to extract from this instant flying kiss in advance everything that was in my power, to choose a place on the cheek to which I would press my lips, mentally prepare, conjure up the beginning kiss, so that only later, when my mother gives me a minute, to completely surrender to the feeling of how my lips touch her cheek. So the artist, bound by the short duration of the sessions, prepares the palette in advance and from memory, using his sketches, does everything for which the presence of nature is not required. But even before the dinner bell rang, Grandpa committed an unintentional cruelty. The baby looks tired, he said. It's time for him to sleep. Today we are late with dinner. Father usually did not follow the charter as strictly as grandmother and mother, but then he said, yes, go to bed. I just wanted to kiss my mother when they called for dinner. No, leave your mother alone, enough of these veal tendernesses, wish each other good night, that's all. Go, go. And I had to leave without communion, I had to climb from step to step, as they say, reluctantly, because my heart wanted to return to my mother, who did not kiss me and, therefore, did not give her heart permission to leave with me.